Hello, my name is Eileen Collins, and I am one of the candidates for the HILR Council this spring. I'm here to ask you to vote for our slate, which includes John Ehrenfeld, Ellen Glanz, Peg Santoria, and me, Eileen Collins. As you can see, I'm in very good company. So you know who you're voting for. I'll tell you a little bit about my background. I was for many years a human resources manager, and then I became a vice president of community reinvestment for a bank. Subsequently, I was a state director for AARP. When I was 52 years old, I thought that was old at the time, I received my master's degree in liberal arts from Harvard Extension School. And I loved every minute of being an adult learner, and I wanted more. So when I retired 8 years ago, I quickly applied to become a member of HILR. Currently, I serve as chair of the Member Relations Committee. We're the people who match mentors and class partners with new members in order to engage them quickly in our community. The Council has asked the candidates for ideas to encourage people to become study group leaders. I think that fits very nicely with two of the major goals of our strategic vision plan: to grow our membership gradually and to remain the leading peer-led academic institution for retired and semi-retired adults. After all, peer-to-peer learning is at the very heart of HILR, and it sets us apart from other organizations. I think it's the responsibility of each and every one of us to encourage members to become study group leaders. We are a member organization, after all. At the Member Relations Committee, we do this all the time. Mentors and class partners look out for potential study group leaders. We talk about leading study group leaders with new members. And we encourage people who are reluctant to take the plunge to hold lunch conversations on a topic of interest. It's a short time frame, under an hour, and is a good way to test the waters. A conversation, ideally, can be a peer-to-peer learning experience. So I encourage all of you to encourage members to be study group leaders, to consider doing it yourself, alone or with another member, and to pass your ideas along to the Council. Again, please vote for our slate. I promise we will listen to you and make decisions in the best interests of our members. Thank you.
I'm John Ehrenfeld. I'm honored to be nominated to serve on the HILR Council. In my years as member, I have served on the Tech Committee, the Admissions Committee as chair, and am currently on the Curriculum Committee. In my pre-retirement life, I last taught and did research at MIT on sustainability and environment. Now to the question asked of all nominees. The modus vivendi of HILR is learning. It is for me our most important value. Serving on the Curriculum Committee, I know the challenge of filling the catalog. I realize it is a long time between our interview process, when prospective members suggest courses they might teach, and the time when the course proposal form actually appears. By then, members have observed our great SGLs and frequently become daunted in the process. My first thought about how to increase the number of prospective SGLs aims at this moment. I believe that that offering courses is a matter of responsibility to your HILR family. Every member admitted has said they would teach courses. We take that to be very important. So should you. But not to be a scold, I understand that giving courses is both time-intensive and often frightening. We have excellent resources to counteract these two concerns. The Teaching and Learning Committee offers excellent workshops. Members or buddies are always available to hold your hand and provide guidance. But finally, here's a suggestion I made to the Curriculum Committee. Initiate a kind of apprenticeship where prospective SGLs would find an experienced SGL who's planning to give a course. Sign on as a trainee, observe the course proposal development process, and then join the course and observe and discuss your observations with the SGL. We will need a cadre of willing SGLs, but I'm confident many will show up. That course would not count against your regular choice. We need to make the responsibility to offer courses palpable. and complement this with skill building and comfort. HILR has greatly broadened its non-course offerings, providing more competition, but without a plentiful supply of inviting courses, no amount of extracurricular activities will keep us strong. Thanks for listening. I promise to do my best to keep HILR robust and strong.
I'm Ellen Glantz. Before joining HILR, I was an organizational consultant to large and small organizations and an executive coach. I've been a member of HILR for 3 years. I've co-led a film course, worked on the vision report, brought in new rep theater, and I'm creating a member exchange that you'll soon see on the website. Let's talk about encouraging more SGLs. When I look around HILR, I see an engineering professor leading a geology course. I see an architect and an operations director leading Venice and Constantinople. And I see a Spanish teacher and public speaking consultant leading acting and directing. So how do we get here? It takes a leap of faith to lead something where you're not necessarily an expert. And it takes organizational support and a positive culture behind you to make it easy and motivating to do so. This leap of faith, how do we get more of us to take it? Co-leading and leading for half a semester are great ways to start. Approaches that help people dip a toe in the water by inviting them to lead a session or a part of a session are also great strategies. I'd like to see us try a graduate assistant role, someone who could help with course research or the website, or maybe lead one session and get some feedback. But the point overall is to take anxiety out of the role. You don't have to be an expert. You're not teaching. You're co-exploring a subject of interest. And it's an active role for study group members as well as study group leaders. We're all in this together. Now let's talk about the challenges and opportunities facing the Council. We're at a key juncture for HILR, which is one of the reasons why I want to do this now. We need to help a new director come on board, and with half the Council new, we need to come together as an effective leadership team. With the new director, we need to implement our 5-year vision, maintain and broaden our excellent curriculum, experiment with some new formats, timeframes, and approaches, proactively reach out to attract younger and more diverse members, and foster communication in all directions, including understanding our financials and our facilities operations. And finally, strengthen our sense of community. We need to go beyond the usual suspects and get more people engaged, particularly some of our newer members. Help folks turn their good ideas into reality. HILR has been important in my own retirement. I am really appreciative, and I want to make sure it continues to thrive. Thanks so much. I appreciate your support.
Hello, I'm Peg Centuria, part of the slate running for council. I really appreciate this opportunity to continue applying my professional skills and experience at HILR. I've had a chance as an organizational development person to lead strategic planning efforts here and do other kinds of interventions in terms of surveys and problem solving. I also have been fortunate to be a study group leader maybe 10 times and feel that there's a lot to be learned from that process. And the essential question here is how we can encourage more and better study group leaders, because I think the answer really is in encouraging peer learning on all levels and to take advantage of what we can offer each other in terms of support and skills in making things happen. One of the best ways I saw that happen was with the curriculum committee when it had interest groups around topics, one of which was aging. And I was part of that group, and that group turned into the editors of the New Pathways for Aging. I think there's a lot to be done when we assemble groups of interests and can generate study groups out of those. In terms of enabling people to be more effective study group leaders, I think one of the major things that can be done is to encourage more skill and feedback. I think that the Teaching and Learning Committee can do more along the lines that it's already pursuing in terms of supporting both leaders and study group members in being better participants in the peer learning process. I also think that we can improve as a council, since we're sort of coordinating the committees, we can improve the handoffs between, for instance, curriculum and teaching and learning, so that the study group, a potential study group leader, feels supported all the way through. One of the things that might help with that is if we engage some people who don't want to be on committees but have a lot of experience in teaching and in giving feedback to teachers, because I think all those things can help us improve. I very much appreciate the chance to be part of the council, and I look forward to serving. Thank you.